welcome back.
Ooh.
Hey.
Brand new bottle.
I love these Sonoma distilleries.
Oh, you've had it.
Oh, yeah, I have a 3-pack, but I haven't had this one. All of mine are white labels. I can't read it.
Cherry Wood Straight Rye Whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Single barrel reserve.
Very nice.
Degree charred barrel. 2015. What else do you need to know?
That's enough. I want some.
Well,
How it tastes. Let's hear.
I can't believe this, but it says bottle
Yes.
number 2. 002. That's weird, right? That I would have gotten 002.
No, it's
Oh, there you
if you get a numbered record, you could get number 2. You never know.
All right.
Yes, we need some tasting notes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. Nice. Wow.
All right. Well, hey, welcome to another exciting, action-packed episode of Final Authority.
Oh, is that
That's what. Yes, it's not just the drinks. Come for the drinks, stay for the conversation.
Action.
And while you're staying, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And once you subscribe, feel free to make some comments. We will be answering questions and comments and addressing some other user
interact
and viewer engagements on future episodes. Keep those cards and letters coming. Cool. So AJ, what are you wearing this evening?
Hometown shirt, man.
Yeah.
15 minutes away from the ballpark. We lost today.
White Sox, right?
Yeah. Not a good team.
So I watched a little of the beginning.
Yeah.
But they've been doing good lately, though, haven't they? The Angels? Better?
Not the last week. The last week's been a little rough. We ran into a lot of injuries, as always, it seems.
Right.
Combined with the Los Angeles Dodgers coming in.
Ooh.
And it was just a bad week and a half. Yeah, we were on a roll. We were got a huge winning streak going. Got back over 500, but I don't know. They're aggressive. We made some good trades, so we'll see.
Yes.
It's early, right?
Mustakas, right?
Yeah. And Escobar from the Mets. He's looking serious. He's good. And the guy that they replaced is Gio Urshela, who was really, really good. He seemed to be somebody that we could count on. So the fact that he went down was brutal. But we've had 3 really bad injuries in the first couple months. Anyway, it's just
all right. We should start a new podcast.
I've been disappointed for 20 years now. So
yeah. Well, this has been the infield portion of Vinyl Authority. And go. Roger, who are you wearing this evening?
Well, I hate to continue with the sports theme, but 20 years. This is like 2 weeks of fandom. 2 weeks ago, I had no idea this team even existed. They're in Palm Desert. They're called the Coachella Valley Firebirds, and they're like a minor league hockey team. They're affiliated with Seattle, who's a new team. This was their first year, and I kind of found out about it accidentally. And they're in the playoffs in the Calder Cup, much smaller than the Stanley Cup, I assume. But they made it to the finals, and this is their first year in the league. It was kind of like what Vegas did a couple of years ago. So let's go. Let's check out, see what tickets are. And tickets were pretty inexpensive. Again, it's I guess Indio or Palm Desert. It's the Acrisure Arena. Hockey in the middle of the desert. People were really into it, and it was pretty exciting. They won when we were there, but ultimately they lost the cup in Game 7. But it was against the Hershey Bears, which I'm sure everybody needs to know. But the Coachella Valley Firebirds. Who'd have thought?
All right.
Yeah, so anywho,
minor league hockey.
Yeah.
Can you dig it? All right. Cool.
I was remiss to not show you the back of the shirt.
Oh, yes.
Now, does that mean it's Otani? I don't know what his number is.
Yeah.
Is he 17? Yeah, wow.
In Japanese.
Very nice.
Yeah, he's amazing, huh? He does it all.
I would say I would claim that he's the best baseball player that's ever been in our lifetime.
Really? Really?
I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Does it all, I guess, yeah.
I mean, he's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I hope we can keep him over here.
Wow.
All right.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
All right. Well, tonight's got me wearing the Troubadour.
Ah, nice.
What is that, like some sort of music thing?
Music thing. Yeah, just wanted to sort of reel it back in to the subject that brings us together week after week. Yeah. So there you go. Troubadour, West Hollywood, since 1957. 57.
Who's your
That is very cool.
Who's your favorite Troubadour show that you saw? It's a good question, if I may say.
Whoa. Yeah. That's tricky. I think it might have been the Stephen Page show that
cool.
You and I went to. That was an amazing show. Great players, great songs, great crowd. That was a pre-pandemic show, but that stands out as one of the best all-time shows I've seen there. I've seen a lot of shows there. I would say in recent memory, certainly. So there you go. Yeah, it's a great club. The sound is excellent there, so it's a great place to see it.
What about you?
I remember seeing Amy Mann in the past, and she was great. And oh goodness, I mean, just so many other shows. Anyway,
I like to see the Amy Mann show. Yeah, because I was gonna say Stephen Page too. I haven't really seen that many shows at the Troubadour that I remember. I know I've seen a few, but I'm a huge Stephen Page fan, and former singer of the Bare Naked Ladies. For those of you who may not know, but just an incredible singer and some great songs, and the instrumentation was really cool, and
the way Stephen Page engages the audience is really good. It's really accessible, really interacts and connects with the audience. It's really, really good guy.
Did you guys go see a show at the Greek?
Yeah,
we did indeed. Recently, we were at the Greek where we saw Delamitri and Semisonic and Bare Naked Ladies.
Right.
On the same bill. It was a good show.
Cool.
It was beautiful.
Stephen Page. He's no longer with him. So.
Oh, really? He's not.
Yeah, he hasn't been with him for a few years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they didn't, and he and Ed Robertson, I guess they grew up writing songs together, et cetera. They were really tight, and they always shared lead vocal duties. And he's just basically doing them all now. They didn't add anybody to the band. It's the same people they've had. He just kind of took over some of the songs that Stephen Page used to sing, and he does a good job. But the Bare Naked Ladies fandom is always kind of, screaming for Stephen
split
Page.
on the split.
Guys, get back together, sort of thing.
And Delamitri, they great.
Yeah, they were great. They played a short set because they were the first band, so they left a lot of songs that you would have liked to hear undone. But they were in great form, sounded great, and vocals were spot on, and playing is great. So
yeah. Yeah, it was very strange though. As we walked in, we were probably 15 minutes early, and I'm like, is that Justin Curry standing out on the stage? It was just like they were just milling about, kind of like, I guess that was like, okay, this is how we're going to start it. And then 7:00, boom, they started. You walked back, but it was just, I've never seen that before. Where, a bigger band like that is just standing there waiting to start. So
yeah.
It was good.
It was a good night. Good night. All right.
And
so we're here to talk about music. You know, the Vinyl Lifestyle is one where we share often our finds and our discoveries and our passions. AJ, do you have anything interesting you'd like to share?
I've been oh, I've been talking the awaiting of this for a while, and it's Noel Gallagher and the High Flying Birds
Mm-hmm.
Council. This is the blue vinyl version,
Oh,
import
that's cool.
blue vinyl version,
Beautiful.
and this record is as good of a Noel Gallagher and the High Flying Birds record as you can get.
Nice.
The songs are just haunting as heck. I've been listening to the record now for about a month. I saw him at the Greek Theater live also, which was awesome. Um, and I've literally woken up, for about a week and a half, especially after the show, every morning with a song in my head and a different one almost every time. So the record's really just it seeps into your soul, into mine. Great
Nice.
singing, really good songwriting as always, and full Abbey Road orchestra on most of the tracks. So it's brilliant arranging, and he produced it himself with the longtime. His last name is Stacy. I can't remember. I think Jeremy Stacy, who was involved with Oasis and the beginning of Noel Gallagher and the High Flying Birds too. Anyway,
Nice.
it's highly recommended new music. Best of
Cool.
2023 as far as I'm
Wow.
concerned. One of anyway.
All right. Cool. Well, thanks for
Pretty cool.
sharing. Raj, if you got anything teed up that you wanted to share tonight?
Well, I'm going to put that on my list because
Yeah, that sounds
I
great.
don't really have any new albums. I have my
You'll love it for sure, Roger. Great,
yeah.
great,
I think I'm looking forward to getting it now. It
great,
sounds
great melodies and great singing. You'll love
yeah. I know you had talked about them before, and shortly thereafter I kind of went on YouTube and it's like, whoa, that's cool
it.
stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So I just dug out my Paul McCartney Tug of War album
Yeah.
from 1982, and just a great album. Always dug it. Love a lot of the songs. I don't know, for some reason Ballroom Dancing always gets stuck in my head, but
Fantastic.
anyway, just a very cool album, and of course it's produced by George Martin, who I was really upset to find out my dad was not that George Martin. So I think the only thing he ever produced was me and my siblings, but I love him.
But
But
all
anyways,
right.
that's yeah.
Good
I
shtick.
love
Good shtick.
that record as well.
All
Yeah,
right. Okay, well, I thought I'd
Paul.
introduce a new concept in the sharing, and I'm going to call this segment What Three Records? So it's actually three records, really quick. There's some connective tissue between all three of them. And so I want to share,
Huh.
first of all, the Tubes, Young and Rich, second album by the Tubes. This was one of those records that made me want to know how records are made. It just, has had a lot of interesting things, really great songs. They were practicing a unique breed of or blend of theatrical rock at the time, and so the songs are really varied in terms of style, and this is produced by um, Ken Scott, and so top record producer. This came out in 1976, and it has super extensive liner notes, which I realize influenced me a lot later. In fact, there's some notes from Ken Scott where he talks about how he produced the record and recorded it, and he mentions a bunch of microphones which I don't think really exist. I think he was taking a little bit of a dig, the way the Tubes often would be very sarcastic about such things, and so I think it's actually I think it's a joke, making fun of some of the early jazz records which published all the microphones as a part of the document. But stay with me here. So this is Tubes, Ken Scott, 1976. Then another significant record comes out. And this comes out in 1977. Meatloaf, Bad Outta Hell, right? Which is a great record as well, and definitely in that theatrical rock kind of a vein, right? And so this was a concept record written by Jim Steinman and then performed by Meatloaf in a studio band. And the producer on this record is the legendary Todd Rundgren. And Todd Rundgren credits his appreciation for Broadway theater, Broadway musicals that he got from his father as one way of producing this sort of theatrical rock record. So we've got two theatrical rock records. And then what happens in 1978, I believe, is the Tubes and Todd Rundgren get together to make their theatrical rock record, Remote Control. So just taking you on a little journey, and these two entities, the Tubes and Todd Rundgren, were destined to meet, and so this is a really, really great record. And just to spice it up a notch, I have the picture disc as well. So that's part of the collection. So there you go. That's our first episode of What Three Records. So there you have it.
I like it.
All right. Moving on, we got to talk about a couple of things in the news. First thing is a story that that is brought to you by uprocks.com, and it's new albums coming out this June 2023. And so this is a wonderful resource. Just randomly, Ben Folds, Ben Harper coming out with new material. Bob Dylan, AJ, you shared that with us last session. Your anticipation. Jack Johnson, just on and on and on. Great musicians releasing great records this month. Sorry?
Shadow King is out already.
Yes.
It was out. It's been out for
there you go. Weeks. So anyway, tune into Up Rocks and see some of the albums that have just been recently released. The next item I wanted to bring to your attention is this article I saw from loudersound.com. 20 bands whose second album is the best thing that they ever did. And interestingly enough, the Rainbow is mentioned for Rising in 76, Alice in Chains, Dirt from 92, Meatloaf, Bad Outta Hell, 1977, Heart, Little Queen. But anyway, good list. Black Crowes, Nirvana, Lou Reed, Foo Fighters. So anyway, I thought that was a nice little list of...
So Velvet Underground doesn't count because it's a band and not Lou Reed?
I reckon that was their decision there, because they did Transformer rather than the Velvet Underground. Anyway,
Transformer for the record, for my record, Transformer is probably my third or fourth favorite Lou Reed record. Lou Reed I'm a huge Lou Reed fan, and I would disagree that that's his best record.
But what was, it's not necessarily the best. It was their second album. Second album is it's the best thing they ever did. Okay, yeah, there you go.
Second album.
Okay, so there's a dissenting opinion by the Red Judge. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
All right, and lastly on the agenda, as we're running close to the end of this episode, is I think that segment was supposed to be for the next episode. Anyway, here we go. New York Times, Wirecutter, gear for listening to vinyl. So this is the New York Times music editor and Lindsay Zolads. And she's been a journalist for music for many years, and she talks about having to have a tote bag and cleaning your records and your stylus, and storing your records using these inexpensive IKEA shelving units, and displaying your music, which is something that I'm a big fan of, and of course play it. And she doesn't mention share it, but I believe that one should share good music with family and friends whenever possible. So there you go. We've run out
Nice.
of time, gents. It's been delightful having you guys tonight and sharing these things. Um, Remember to follow us and like us on all our social media channels as usual. They'll probably appear right here or right here. I don't know. And well, I guess we'll catch you guys on the flip side.
On the
Good
flip side.
seeing you guys,
Great to
man.
see you. Nice talking about vinyl again. Good night.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good night.